Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you to cheer you up and hopefully help you find those keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. And today I want to talk about the mindset glitch that makes you quit. Why do we quit when we start something? How often have you started something and you end up quitting? And maybe it's probably something that you really wanted to do, but you end up quitting and you can't understand why. Well, on this show, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I think we quit when we're driving towards doing something that we want to do. The first one I call the invisible glitch. Most people don't quit because they're weak. They quit because you're running on faulty programming. Because the glitch that we're talking about operates in the background and it influences your decisions without your awareness. But it feels like logic, but it's actually self-sabotage in disguise. We're afraid of losing. We don't want to try something and not succeed. The fear of losing can mess with you and make you stop following your dream. The next one is the all or nothing trap. And if it's not perfect, we convince ourselves that it's pointless. We got to get everything just right. We go over plan and it has to be just right. And if it's not perfect, then we're not going to do it. One mistake and you feel like I've already failed, so why continue? And people give up. And that's your subconscious mind, the fear holding you back from what you really want to do. And it really kills the motivation. The third one I want to talk about is emotional decision making. People quit in moments of frustration. You don't quit when you're clear in what you want. You don't, and you're moving forward. You quit when you get frustrated, and your temporary feelings about something that's happening feels like the truth. It feels like finality. It feels like, okay, I screwed this up. It's over. I give up. And this always happens. And you have all these cliches, all these phrases that you say that to help you to give up and be okay with it. But you don't. It's you're making those decisions based on your emotions in the moment, right? The fourth one I talk about is the progress blind spot, because we tend to overlook how far we've actually come. You tend to overlook how much you've actually accomplished in your life. And you're so focused on how far you have to go. Let's say you're starting a business and you get the name and you get all the legal stuff and you have you've sold a few items and you've got your portfolio and you've got, you're on the roll. You're doing some social media. You've got a few followers and things start happening. And you give up because you're not way up here. You're not, the standards have not, are not like the huge people that you follow. So you give up because you don't realize how far you've come because you're focusing on how far you have to go. Because the growth, when you're growing, trust me, I know from this podcast, I've been doing this show for 10 years and it's just now starting to get legs and it's not running away. So that's a good thing. Growth feels really slow when you're in it. I'm telling you. It feels so slow. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to stop doing this podcast and just give up because I didn't think that I was getting through to anybody. I didn't think I was making a difference. All my words were falling on deaf ears. But now when I look back and I realize that I have over 3 million downloads and plays on my show, I've got 500 subscribers to the podcast, which is not a lot compared to everybody else. But compared to 2 years ago when I had 10, and I've got 175,000 views on the YouTube page, when 2 years ago I had about 50. So when you look back and you realize how far you've come, that's what helps you to keep going. Because that glitch, the blind spot, will hide your progress. It hides everything you've done and it masks it with negativity, and it makes quitting feel justified. It does. Number 5, the comfort zone pull. Man, our brains are wired to keep us safe. We're not wired for success. Success is work. We are not wired to succeed. We are wired to stay safe. We want to be comfortable. And when you get uncomfortable and you start doing things that are uncomfortable and not the standard and things your mind is used to, your mind is going to send signals to your rest of your body to stop. That's it. This is too different. We don't want to do it. This is getting difficult. You can quit, because it gives you all the excuses. It interprets. It interprets. I'm going to leave that in. It interprets I'm having trouble saying that word. Discomfort for danger. So when your mind, your subconscious feels uncomfortable, it senses danger, because danger. I don't get it. This isn't what I'm used to. I want to be comfortable. I want to live in the normal, stereotypical life that I've had all this time. The predictable future. I want that. I don't want anything unpredictable, because that is uncomfortable, and it makes it easy for you to give up. Number 6 is identity conflict. It's fighting with yourself, and we've all done it. You say you want to change. We want to make a difference. You want to do something different. But your identity, your true self, is tied to staying the same. Because we're so used to being comfortable in the same situation, the same predictable future. We don't want to step into that river of change because it's scary. It's unpredictable. The mind, the subconscious, does not like that. So if you're trying to get through that and not quit, your subconscious mind is fighting you the whole way, saying, "Oh, give up. This is too difficult. Just give up. Go back to what you know. Go back to the standard stuff that we've been doing all along," even though it's not working. And the next one, number 7, the starting over illusion. Because people think quitting means they can reset later with more motivation. You think that if you give up, I'll try it again later. Like people that quit school. I'll take a year off and I'll go back later. How many of you have done that and not gone back? Raise your hand. Oh, I can't see that. But in reality, every restart, when you stop and try to restart, makes it harder mentally, because in your mind you're saying, "Oh, I've done this before," and you get to a point to where it gets hard again, and your mind goes, "See, I told you it didn't work last time. It's not going to work this time. Give up." And your mind helps you to give up and not push through. So how do you break that glitch? How do you fix that mindset that it's okay to give up? Successful people do not give up. Anything you've accomplished in your life, you've accomplished it because you didn't give up. Right? We've all got things in our life that we had to work for and we didn't give up. So how do you break that glitch? Well, awareness of it is the first step. Becoming aware of the fact that your mind is going to sabotage you for anything new and anything out of the normal is half the battle. And when you're aware of it, you recognize the pattern when it shows up. It's like, "Oh, okay, my mind wants to give up. It wants to say, you know what? This is getting too hard. It's getting too hard. You better quit. You better stop. You might not succeed." True, you might not succeed. But if you see it through to its logical conclusion, you're going to learn. My dad used to say this to me all the time. You can learn 2 things from every situation: what to do and what not to do. So your identity-based habit. You like that one? I like that one. You have to change that to be, I'm a person that shows up. I'm the person that's going to complete the task. I am not going to give up. And live by the replace I want to quit with I need to adjust. And if you're feeling like quitting, take a pause, stop. Create the space in your head between the thought of quitting and the action of quitting. And in that space, I want you to think about, do I really want to quit? Or is it just my mind wimping out and going back to the old program? In order to change your life, you have to change the program. You have to change your personality. To change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. You have to change who you are if you want to change your life, change your way of thinking. And it's not easy, it's not comfortable, and it's never gonna be. But that's what you have to do to rewrite that program in your mind. And in order to do that, you got to do it in baby steps. Everything new has to be done in baby steps. You don't just say, okay, I'm going to be a tightrope walker and step out over the Grand Canyon and start walking on a rope. And if you do, it's been nice knowing you. You have to focus on the small wins, the little things that you've accomplished in your change, in your goals, in the things that you want to do. And instead of looking at that big picture, instead of trying to get a telescope and look all the way down the road to your destination, use your headlights and go as far as they go. And because like when you're driving, the headlights always show so far ahead of you, and you're just going to keep going and the road's going to keep coming. So, but why look all the way out to the end when you can't predict that? Just remember, consistency over intensity. Always consistency over talking. Be consistent. And you can my podcast is proof of that. I've been doing this for 10 years. I say that laughing because there was a time when I'm like, who am I talking to? I'm sitting here in the basement talking to myself in my studio. Man, only to realize I'm getting through to a lot of people. So, in closing, I just want to say the moment that you feel like quitting when you're doing anything, that's the moment that matters the most. That's not your breaking point. It's your turning point. Fix the glitch and you just don't keep going. You transform. Change the way you think. Change that glitch. Step into that river of change. Feel that confidence. Acknowledge the small successes, the little things that you've done and you've accomplished along the way. And you'll do a lot for your own head and to help you complete the task and not give up. Never give up. Never give up. Consistency over intensity. Be more consistent and things will change. This show is a perfect example of that. It's just amazing, those quiet parts of the music that just come just at the right time. All right, that's about all I've got to say today. It seems like a little bit more than I wanted to say. If you're listening to this and you want to see the behind the scenes, make sure you sign up at Patreon to check out the camera behind the scenes and me setting up the podcast and doing all the things behind the scenes that you don't get to see. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Click the subscribe and smash that like button and that bell so you know a new podcast is coming out. Every single one of you helps me to further this mission. And I appreciate all the comments on all the videos, good and bad. Some of the bad ones are funny. No, I'm not Jerry Springer. And no, I'm not a woman. So I thought those were funny. I appreciate it. And the people that take the time to watch every episode and then say negative stuff about it, I appreciate you watching every episode so you can say negative stuff about it. So thank you for helping the algorithm with the podcast. Don't forget, I have all kind of merch. I've got the what do you call this thing? This is the journal. Don't forget about the journal. I haven't written in it for quite a while, and I think I'm going to do that tonight. My first book, The Positive Perspective, make sure you grab a copy of that. My second book, Awaken Your Positivity, which is sold out right now here. Grab a copy of that. If you don't want to get it through bepositivepodcast.com, you can go to Amazon and buy it there. There's all kinds of merchandise. There's a new shirt coming out. I have a 2-book special. If you buy both books off of my website, you get a free shirt for the second book. It's a pretty cool shirt. I like it. I should be wearing it for that promo, but I don't. What else? Anything else? Oh, the text line, 304-506-3332. I want to hear from you. And if you've got a topic or something that you want me to talk about, or you want to email the show, you can go to the website /yourstory. Tell me all about it. I will talk about it on the air, and I'm going to go back to doing shout outs, which I haven't done for quite a long time. So if you want me to shout your name out on the show and say something, send me an email through bepositivepodcast.com /yourstory, and I will shout you out. And what else? Don't forget about the personalized books and all that good stuff. And when you buy those, you get all the goodies. I throw everything in there. Not shirts, but all the extra goodies. Coasters, keychains, buttons, pins, stickers, magnets, all that stuff. That all goes in there too. So you people behind the scenes, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm looking over there at the other camera. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes. I really appreciate you guys who have subscribed to Patreon and help keep the show going. That's it. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.